Hey, what's going on? This is your boy, KQKC Boxing Channel. And yes, one more time, and I'm going to be honest with all my subscribers that if anything new develops with the Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua fight, I will let you know. I will talk about it, and I will make a video about it. But after this conversation, I'm so disgusted that I really don't want to talk about it no time soon after today. But I do have to add this. Eddie Hearn, Fast Eddie Hearn, had a deal with Alexander Povetkin and team a long time ago. He already had a deal. Yes, he did. Yes, he did lose the purse bid. Matter of fact, he lost 3 purse bids. He ain't that rich, right? But let the UK tell it. He got unlimited amount of funds. He's doing great in the UK. But they never talk about the lawsuits that he had to go through, that he brought upon himself. And like a colleague of mine said, I want to give a shout out to Fanon International Boxing. As one of my colleagues said, that he never put up any money. Why? Because he got the gift for gab. For those that don't know what that means, it pretty means you're a fast talker. You pretty much can talk the panties off a woman's behind. That's what that means. Now I can understand why Anthony Joshua is a robot. Because that's all he is, a damn robot. They tell him to jump. He said, high, Eddie. High as you can jump. And keep jumping till I say stop. And that asshole is still jumping to this day. They put on an act so that the people in the UK that think they Superman would take on anybody if he took on Klitschko, who was over the hill anyway. And that interview Deontay Wilder had, I still tell everybody, even his haters, that he was true about everything he said. Anthony Joshua do not run his team. Go back and look at my fucking videos. I'm sorry for the language, but go look back at my videos. I always said that Anthony, wake up. They work for you. You don't work for them. Now, you passed up pretty much your family future, and you could have even retired from boxing if you wanted to, once that fight would have got together. But no, you listen to Eddie Hearns and his father, the 2 devious motherfuckers in the UK. Now, look at you. since you lost the purse bid because Eddie don't have the money up front like he never does, like that the zone shit, they going on his word. But you know what? They gonna cut him a new one because America is not gonna go for that bullshit. No offense to the UK people, but you all been hoodwinked, bamboozled, and led astray by Anthony Joshua, by Eddie Hearns, by Barry Hearns, and Matchroom Boxing. That's right. A fight that could have been a super fight, a fight that was demanded by not one country, but at least two countries, if not more. You got Sweden, you got China, you got Mexico, Costa Rica. Everybody wanted to see that fight. You know how much money you could have made off that fight? Talk about dumb as a box of rocks. That's Anthony Joshua. Not Eddie Hearns. Eddie Hearns is just a backstabbing. You know, he one of them dirty little crooks. See, he's smart. You know, he'll take his off the top and give you what he got left. He's your white Don King. That's what he is. I mean, I don't mean to harp on this, and Lord knows I've been doing that. I even try to get away from it. I even told my fellow colleagues, let's not talk about this no more. Let's give this a break. Let this breathe. And let it marinate. Let's see what happens. And you know what happened? The same shit that happened 6 months ago, 5 months ago, 4 months ago, 3 months ago, 2 months ago, and now. That's what happened. Now, Deontay Wilder said that after he had to talk with Floyd Joy Mayweather Jr., hey, look, you the B-side, dude. And you need to go with the flow, with the A-side. And Deontay, with some wishful thinking or whatever, said, you know what? Okay, no problem. I get a big reward at the end. Okay, make the fight. I agree to your terms. First, their asses was shocked when he said, I agree to all your terms. Wait, let me back up a little bit more. Their asses was shocked when he came up with that 50 mil that he passed up to make what? Maybe 10 to 13 million with Povetkian? And like I said, I'm not a devious person. I'm not a mean person. But anything can happen in boxing. And Povetkian might knock your dumb ass out, Anthony Joshua. See, karma is a bitch. And karma is real. You reap what you sow is real. An eye for an eye is real. Sooner or later, Anthony Joshua or Eddie Hearns will find that out very, very soon. That's right. Very, very soon. See, you don't do people any kind of way. You don't lie to people. You don't lead people to think one thing and do another. You just don't do that. Morally or ethically. Sometimes we get overexcited. And when I mean we, I'm talking about the media, the sports channels. That's what I'm talking about. My colleagues. See, we take something and we take their word for it, which we should. And they should be honest. Floyd was good with this bullshit. And Floyd, hey, that's my guy. But he was good with that shit. He'd throw hints out there. Then everybody's scrambling and speculating. But nobody knows the real truth. And there's nothing to it. Same way with Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua. Him and Barry Hearns say, look, we ain't gonna never fight this guy. But what we can do, we can let them know that we want to fight him, but we're not really gonna fight him. And they sit up there. Most of my colleagues, 78 Sports, Blue Blood, Phenom, everybody caught them in different lies. Lies, they contradict their own lies. I don't care. You send me a message from the UK. I don't care what you all say. Hats man strikes back, whatever. UK, have some sense. Have some balls. Speak about it. Tell about it. Tell them how you hate how they did the UK and America. But then again, the UK probably having a sign of relief. That's what he's doing. That's what he's doing. I'm sorry. But that's what he's doing. He having a sign of relief. All the UK people. Thank God we don't have to fight this. And I'm going to keep saying it. I'm going to keep saying it. I'm going to keep on saying it. Sure, Anthony Joshua fought Klitschko. Yes. Why? Klitschko to choose to fight him, the least fighter with the number of fights, versus Deontay Wilder, who had way more fights. Deontay wasn't lying. He said, get more experience. So, I guarantee you Eddie Hearn has something to do with that fight taking place. Because why would you fight somebody like Anthony Joshua, who only had, at that time, 19 or 20 fights, and Deontay Wilder had 39 fights and 38 KOs? Don't tell me Klitschko was scared too. Then, when they saw that fight with Ortiz, I already said it once before, but I'm going to say it again. They saw that fight with Ortiz. They saw how flush Deontay Wilder got hit. And he still stood there. I mean, flush. And he still stood there. Then he got himself together. Quickly, in between rounds. Normally a fighter, when he get hit flush like that, especially by a big heavyweight, it takes them a couple rounds to get their heads together. But not Deontay. He came out there and he knocked the shit out of him. And game over. Like AZ Fayon said, game over. Then Anthony Joshua seen that shit. Then he started shaking in his fucking boots. That's right. Eddie. Did you see that fight? I don't know about Deontay. Yeah, you don't know. That's why you played us. Even Eddie HEARNS said, we have to take our time. That's when they were strategizing to lie to the public. We have to take our time because that's a high-risk fight. You're damn right it was a high-risk fight. But let you all tell he fought nothing but bombs. Right? Every bomb he fought had an amateur background. He didn't. He didn't start boxing until he was damn near 20. Now, if Deontay was wrong, I would tell him about his ass too. Now, if he did have the contract and he held on to it, he should have signed it and sent it right back. But knowing Eddie Hearn and his track record, here, you hear me, UK, and you know this fucking true. If you knew Eddie Hearn's background, you will read it, not once, but twice. Give it to your manager to read. Give it to your co-manager to read. And let your advisor read it. I guarantee you, Eddie Hearn put something in there. Some kind of clause that you all did not agree on. Some type of monetary gain that Mushroom can get off the top. He wanted to make this pay-per-view, if I'm not mistaken. So, promoters usually try to collect the pay-per-view back end money. That's how they normally work. All the while he's bullshitting Wilder. And at the same time, he's trying to recruit Wilder. And I don't know what to say about Big Baby Gerald Miller. He got duped. He got hoodwinked. He got laid astray. Because he's the unpopular heavyweight. And he knows it. So, Eddie Hearns did his fast talking. That's why I call him Fast Eddie. He used that gift for gab and told Big Baby Miller, look, I can do this for you. I can make this for you. I can do this for you. I can make this for you. I mean, you know what? I'm glad the Charlos and Adrian Broner dumbass turned you down. Because you would have made a fool out of them. And no, Adrian Broner, he just about over the edge anyway. You might have got hurt. So don't think people don't have your number. Then you have Danny Jacobs. He want to be a star so bad. He want to be Floyd Mayweather so bad and make so much money because Al Heyman ain't getting him fights fast enough. But he's fighting what, twice a year? I mean, it's only so many fighters to go around. There's only so many fighters that are available in the up echelon of the middleweight division. So sometimes you got to be patient. But no, there's Eddie. He'll take advantage of you if you let him. And guess what? They let him. They let him take advantage of him. And I'm surprised at Anthony Jacobs, the Miracle Man, Danny Jacobs, the Miracle Man. I'm surprised at him. He's a cancer survivor. But that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. To Eddie Hearn, he don't give a shit. It's another day at the office. Pack your bags. We're going over to Russia. That's why he got so pissed off when Deontay Wilder said, I am not coming over there in the UK to call a fight for Sky Sport because Eddie Hearns had a plan. He had a plan for Dylan White to jump in Deontay Wilder's face, and he was going to try to make that fight. And he was going to try to geek up the fans to make that fight. But guess what? Deontay Wilder fooled all of them, didn't he? I'm going to stay right here in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. I ain't going no damn well. Now what? And Hearns was so mad that he was shaking. We didn't say you couldn't walk, you couldn't come into my ring. That's not your ring. You fought in that ring. You don't own it. And security let him up there. Then so be it. So KC Boxing Channel, always keep it real. Always tell it like it is. This is a dangerous promoter, Eddie Hearns. Promises. He's not that rich. Sure, he went to finishing school. Is that what they call it over there? Finishing school. I think in the UK they teach you how to be a butler for the Queen first. Then whatever profession you choose, then you can do that. That just was a joke. Like an English muffin. And I cracked up when I heard that shit. But anyway. But I'm sorry. The truth is the truth. And hopefully, maybe the fight can get done after the Povetkin fight. Oh, trust me. Somebody gonna mention it. In the media or Fight Hype or somebody gonna mention that shit. And guess what's gonna happen? Here we go again. Here we go again. Yes, sir. So, again, My name is KC Boxing Channel, and I do give it to you raw and the real. I'm a newly decorative channel. If you like what you're hearing, if you like the honesty, subscribe to my channel. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. If you want to hear some more, hit that notification bell. And keep this in mind. It doesn't matter what side of the pond I live on. I'm going to keep it right and honest. That's why I support the LDBC. Now, if it was Deontay Wilder messing up on the other end, I would have got in his ass also. All he want to do is fight. All we want to do is see the fight. And guess what? They didn't give a shit. KC Boxing Channel all day. I'm going to see you on the next one. Peace. Have a good day.